¿Cómo están, bitches? And bienvenidos a la Mirwatch Flyways podcast in the new studio. It is my cumpleaños.
It is your cumpleaños. Happy birthday, Joey.
Happy 35th, brother.
Thank you.
32.
32.
Oh,
32.
You don't look it.
Thank you.
Look, you spent the last 4 years in the Oval Office.
In the gulag.
In the
Aged.
gulag.
In the gulag.
Just
In
the
Alcatraz.
In Alcatraz.
Just a bad guy.
Guys, welcome to the new studio.
Dude, it's
All we have to do is hang pics, and we there.
Hang
Yeah.
picks and 2 switches
Hang picks, 2 switches, and a light.
and a light. I was really trying to avoid that light.
Couple
So
outlet
when you
covers, but
you can put those on.
I will.
Those take 6 seconds.
Yeah, for sure. No, it feels really good.
Dude, not gonna lie, the vibe of 4 chairs and nothing in the middle
Yeah,
is a vibe. Bro.
It's a vibe.
it's a vibe.
I feel like we need to get like just a big fan so I can smoke cigars in here and drink whiskey. And,
big ventilator.
yeah, big ventilator guy.
Not happening.
Joey,
The craziest
do
thing
it
though,
for me.
I think the craziest thing is there's no cords.
Carter?
Do you have it, Carter?
Yeah. Fuck.
That's actually so crazy.
Fuck. That's actually so crazy.
That's awesome.
I'll get her down.
There's no cords. That's actually so crazy.
It is kind of.
I
though.
do like that there's nothing in the middle, like at all. Like no
There's-
cords over the table, no nothing. You're just like
Yeah.
chatting.
Right. No, it's nice. I get to see your wiener or your moose knuckle.
Your
is a
moose
be-
knuckle.
It's a better way.
That's crazy.
It's a better way of saying that.
Yeah.
You
happens.
missed another
I'm a big-
crazy, by the way, Carter.
I'm
but-
a big spread eagle guy.
Yeah. No, it suits you very well.
yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
Guys, this podcast is brought to you by Ducks Unlimited. And if you don't have a Ducks Unlimited membership, you can get one today for $35. Go to ducks.org. They are doing tons of awesome work, especially for us guys in the North. I know some of the dudes in the South have some qualms at some points. I don't know exactly why, but
Southern haters.
go get a Ducks Unlimited membership today. Appreciate you guys for doing that. Gavin, you helped us build a bunch of the stuff in the studio.
I did indeed.
So this is fitting.
You gave a solid day.
I gave you an entire day.
A full ass
like
day.
9 to
Like
10.
a 10-hour day.
Yeah, a little bit more, but yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good day though. It was good. It turned out really nice. The wood turned out good.
Yeah, everything in here is sweet.
Super nice stain job.
Yeah.
Good texturing to it.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Also, we really could have probably cut that day in half if we didn't just fuck off half the time.
No, I wouldn't say we.
I don't
fucked up.
think we fucked off that much.
We laughed and made a lot of joking.
Well, that's what you do when you're working.
that I don't.
If you
No,
can't do
man.
that when you're working, then
You're telling me at work you and Phil just like sit and laugh and joke?
well, yeah, some. I mean,
like what we three
not
did,
as
though.
much as not as much as we did the day that we were here.
The 3 of us.
Yeah, but no, me and Phil have a good time.
It's
Yeah.
good.
You can't if you have to go do construction work and you can't like make a few jokes, it's going to be a long fucking day.
That's true.
That's true.
It's
That's
going to be a
true.
long fucking day.
No, if you can't
Mostly-
make fun of someone half the day,
That's it. I was just going to say mostly
long
it's not
day.
like making jokes, it's just talking shit to
We
the person
say
you're working
we were
with.
talking mad shit the whole
Oh,
day.
yeah. It got out of control.
mainly you two. But
What?
and then I just randomly catch a stray bullet. Be like, all right, guys. And you're like, well,
I don't-
listen here, you little bitch.
I don't
I'm
feel like
okay.
that's accurate.
Well,
Do you think that's accurate? You think he was innocent in all this?
I think
wasn't-
me and you were talking more shit than he was.
Really?
Thank you.
Oh, I feel like he
Thank
was
you, Cal.
just as much as you and I.
No,
Oh,
that's not true.
oh.
No, me and you were going back and forth a lot.
Yeah, about your miters.
Oh, all of it. Yeah,
Oh,
the
that's
miters.
true,
What
miters.
else?
The stain.
Yeah, the
stain
lights I
drips.
picked out.
The lights you that's different. That was later in the evening.
Yep.
No,
When
not
we were-
only were they made in Vietnam, they look like they're a hat for someone from Vietnam.
They're in
They're
the
dope.
trees.
They are dope.
He's using the trees.
Yeah. Oh man.
I think before the lights though, I think you were giving us, Joey and I, shit for like, where's your the blocks you made? Where's your spacers, guys?
Oh.
You kept just you were very fatherly hovering over both of us.
Yeah, it's being annoying.
I didn't say that.
What's the word? Micromanaging.
Yes,
Yes.
that's the more the
That's
vibe.
pretty
Yes.
annoying.
That's fair.
That's crazy.
Go ahead, Carter.
I said you look shitty.
That's
Good night,
actually so
Denise.
So Carter, you don't have
But
Carter, you don't have the buttons figured out yet?
No, not
Okay.
yet.
Yeah, that's kind of what it sounded like.
Gavin, wait till you see like Carter talk on the podcast, right? And you should see his camera angle from in there. It is absolutely incredible. Now, guys, if you didn't already know by how he looks and talks on our podcast, Carter is literally in the closet, but also figuratively. So it is going to be a never-ending joke that he is in the closet.
Yep.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah, we have, there's like a little closet in the studio. When we take pictures, you guys will see what everything looks like, but Carter's literally in a closet.
It's so awesome.
Feels
It's right
great.
at home.
Hold on. How many buttons do you have over there?
9.
You have 9 different of those prompts.
Yeah, and I don't know what any of them do yet.
Oh, you're going to fuck this up so much for the first
You're
2 or
gonna
3
need-
weeks.
We need to
I
put
need a
label
little
maker
cheat
on
sheet.
that.
Yeah,
You need a label maker.
yeah.
Some little stickers.
Label Michael.
Yeah. Maker.
Let me
No
tell you
R's.
something, guys. Would we?
Yeah. No, it feels
weed.
it feels so good to be at this spot, you guys.
It feels
Like-
amazing.
Dude, it's dope.
It's been a lot of
It's
work
good.
for sure.
Honestly, though, like when you love it and it's fun, like it's not a lot of work.
It's been fun.
Like it is, but it isn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's been fun. I think my wife and my daughter will be happy that we're done.
Oh yeah. See,
I'm sure Joey can relate.
I just slide by.
Right.
It's fine. My time
Yeah.
is expendable for you too.
That's not true. We didn't say that.
I did. I said it.
Okay,
That was
you'll feel the repercussions of how much we've been doing in here. Less. Now
Oh
that
yeah,
it's
way
done.
less than you two.
Yeah.
And guys, also, we're sorry if you hear mainly cows breathing right now. These mics are very powerful, very expensive, very good shit. So right now, Cal's trying to make out with his mic, and so you can hear every
Am I a little too close?
breath. Yes.
Okay.
So I just apologize in advance. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I mean, it's probably not only him. It's probably you and I too.
No, I moved it away, and I did. I have to
We
really
can hear
breathe.
that.
I have to breathe.
We can hear that pretty
I have
loud.
to breathe real good.
Yeah. My nose is a little stuffy.
It's okay.
Don't pick on the poor guy. He's fucking sick. Leave him alone. Jesus.
Damn.
Come
Well,
on,
anyway, guys, how's everybody doing outside of us finishing this studio? I feel like we've been going 1,000,000 miles an hour, and we haven't had a chance. You haven't snow goose hunted.
No,
I know you wanted to.
I didn't get to snow goose hunt this year.
Not happening.
No, and I'm sure they're past North Dakota already, right?
I had a buddy there over the last weekend, and I think they shot 40 in 3 days.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not terrible.
It's not terrible.
Great. Not
No.
great.
A lot of work.
Did they see a lot of birds?
Yeah, very high and very flying
Okay.
straight north.
A lot more migrating going on.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
They said it wasn't exactly easy. No snow goose hunting for you. What have you been up to?
Me
Yeah.
working on the studio.
Anything else?
Did my taxes.
Oh damn,
That's cool.
that's some 40-year-old dad shit, right?
Yeah. So I'm pumped to be done with those.
I bet.
Yep. Odin, always.
I
Dude,
extended.
I say, when was the last time anybody in this room got a return?
I don't think anyone does get a return.
I
I don't think
extended.
anyone gets a return.
I mean, I've gotten one, but it's been a while.
I'm gonna get
Oh,
a
shit.
return this year. Pretty stoked.
What?
Like
What?
for 2025. I'm
How?
an employee.
Oh, no, you won't though. You still won't. You still won't.
Yeah, you still won't.
You still definitely won't. You'll think that, but I've been there. And then you
He's in
go
the
in
closet.
and you're like, how's that possible?
Mm.
Well, my fall is shot actually. So you boys are going to be hunting a lot, and I'm not going to get to waterfowl hunt much, which is pretty depressing because I drew 2 tags yesterday.
Tell us about those.
I drew an elk tag from Montana and a mule deer tag.
Damn.
So I have a bear. I got a bear hunt, my caribou hunt, an elk hunt, a mule deer hunt, and then a mountain lion hunt. So my waterfall season's fucked.
That's crazy, man. Wait, Carter, you got it? Never mind.
Wrong button.
That's actually so crazy.
You're
I'll
gonna
get it.
figure that out. You're gonna figure that out
Delayed.
eventually.
I'll get her down. I know which one it is now.
Okay. That's
I
good.
think you're gonna start to realize how often you say it.
I really am fine with that.
Yeah, I'll play it every single time I hear it.
It's like Joey, remember when I was a kid and you had to help me figure out how to say G's at the ends of words?
That was brutal.
yeah. Like
That was really
ING?
long was lawn.
No.
He would say it with an N.
Song was son.
Oh.
Hey, dude, go lawn. I'm like, go. The lawn is under my feet. Where am I
Joey
supposed to go?
Joey got abusive about,
I did.
Joey's abusive
But-
of all grammar.
but it helped me think about it, and then eventually I figured out how to say long.
Still a little labored, but
He's got to really try
No,
there,
it's not.
actually.
It's not. It's fine now. It's fine now. But the crazy thing
That's
is
actually so crazy.
that's bad. So I'm gonna have to.
You're going to have to work on this.
I'm gonna have to work on that.
You're gonna have to change your speech pattern.
That's why. That's why.
time.
That's why I was hoping he would put it in there, so that I would just eventually realize how much I'm
Right.
saying it.
Right. My dad would scream "like" at me growing up.
Yeah.
Like. Whenever I
Yep.
said "like," it was pretty brutal. And now I just hear my wife saying it constantly.
Like.
Bothers me.
Yeah.
Does
Don't
bother
shit on
me.
her like that.
She's my wife, Gavin. I can shit where I please.
Interesting.
Write that down.
That was a very. That was
I'd say,
very.
as a fellow married man, you want to chime
Honestly-
in on that one?
I'm not sure we want to dig too deep into that one.
You ever heard of a hot Carl?
That's what I was wondering. Stanley Steamer.
Stanley Steamer,
Stanley Steamer.
the Alaskan Pipeline.
That's another one. You know what that is? The Alaskan pipeline?
We're not
Yeah.
doing this on the podcast.
Yeah, don't do this.
Well, you can look it up.
Yeah, you can look it up.
Yeah, on Reddit.
It's not okay.
It is not okay. All right. Do we want to talk about anything hunting related?
I would love to. But real quick, guys, this podcast is also sponsored by Weatherby. I'm actually wearing a really nice shirt by them right now. I love this shirt. Very nice quality. Very excited to shoot the 20 gauge Sorix
Mhm.
here in this off season. I'm going to go to Horse and Hunt quite a few times this year for work stuff and do some 5 stand. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm just going to go there on a Tuesday morning by myself. Okay. What do you want?
I'm
from me?
aware.
Working.
What do you want from me?
Typical fucking salesman.
Working.
Yeah, it helps me get my mojo in the field. You know,
I don't know if that's
What helps you get your mojo on the field?
just going playing golf,
Oh,
shooting clays.
right.
You know, just gets me in the mood.
Makes you a better construction worker.
It does. It doesn't make me a better worker. It makes me a better salesman.
Okay.
Write that down.
Say he's not a construction worker, he's a sales guy.
But guys, if you want to go check out some awesome 12s, 20s, 28s, go check out weatherby.com.
Yeah.
Big fan of the side by side Orion.
Mm-hmm.
I love mine.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a side by side, Orion?
28.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mhm.
That's pretty cool.
Love it.
I have to see that.
My grouse gun.
I gotta try and shoot that sometime.
Oh, it's shoots super nice, super smooth.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite 28 that I have.
All right.
So many 28s.
I was gonna say how many. I'm trying to think how many 28s you got.
3.
You have 3 28 gauges.
SP3, the Orion, and then an 870.
Holy shit!
Mm-hmm.
I was unaware.
Yeah. I have more 28s than anything else.
Yeah.
I got 3 20s too, I guess.
What 20s do you have?
2 SX3s and then a 870.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, my deer gun, my slug gun's like a custom build SX3. It's
Wow,
extended tube, cantilever barrel, the whole 9.
that's sick, dude.
Oh yeah. And then I've got like my just 870 Wingmaster that I got when I was a kid.
That's
Yeah,
sick.
3 of them. I only have 112. So we need to change that this year. I need to get a couple more.
Then you'll have 3 and 3 and 3.
I don't know about I need 3. Probably just like 112.
You guys, you know what I found out the other day? Guess who has a freaking podcast? So excited. I only listened to one episode,
No idea.
but I'm very excited to listen to the other 49, I think, that he has out. Ira McCauley.
Huh.
Has a freaking
Really?
podcast, yeah.
Huh.
Had no idea.
I didn't
And
know
then
that.
a
either.
guy named Joe Weimer. I know I should know that name. It sounds very familiar. He's probably like a competition caller or some guide.
Maybe. I don't know.
He does it with him every time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's cool. What's it called?
The grind don't stop. I know it felt a little generic.
Yeah.
But like the episode, the latest episode I listened to was with Fred Zink. Man, Fred can talk. Holy shit.
Yeah.
They couldn't get a word in edgewise. And like all the shit that Fred Zink has done in his career, unreal. Like truly,
Done it
Like-
all, seen it all.
it's pretty crazy. And he had a chance to buy into Habitat Flats, and he's like, I just can't put that much money into something 8 hours away from my family. I'm already doing all this shit. And
Makes
then
sense.
Habitat Flats turned into what it did. You know?
He should have jumped.
But I
on
mean,
that, probably.
Fred has done very well for himself at the same time.
Yeah. Fred's
Yeah.
doing just fine.
I don't feel like Fred's hurting.
Yeah, I don't think he needed Habitat Flats. It would have been a nice little cherry on top bonus.
man, you
but-
always need more. Always need more income.
Nah, that's not true.
There's a limit that you want to get to. There's a number in mind that you're like, I'm good with that. I don't need any more.
No,
Oh.
I'm just saying you don't need to. You just don't need more.
Oh.
But that is the way you operate. I
Me?
mean, you're a gear guy.
Oh God, here we go with this shit.
Well,
was hoping we'd go one podcast.
You have
without
three
getting-
28 gauges. And
Right,
when did
that's
you
a-
buy your first 28 gauge?
I bought all three at the exact same time.
That's
I
what
bought
I
them all
thought.
in the same week.
That's what I thought.
It was when I did that thing for Connor. I had the Benelli thing, and then I was like, well, I'm doing that. I already wanted a side by side, so then Ryan went on sale, so I bought it.
Yeah,
And then
that
I
was a
came
good
across a good deal, and you know me, I can't pass a good deal.
That's so exactly what I just said.
just throw it on the card, dude.
It wasn't card. But
Just throw
So
it on the card.
you are gear guy.
I'm not a
Buying
23% interest rate.
Gun.
Throw it on the card. Throw it on the card.
I hate interest.
22.89.
If there's any person in this room that can't say interest, it's
22.89.
me. I'm a cash guy.
And when I got my first credit card, and I'm like reading it because I'd never had a credit card before, I'm like, oh God, this is terrifying. Whatever. 22.89% interest rate. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, it's bad.
I'm
dude.
paying this off every month.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the point.
I know. No,
Okay.
that's not the point.
no that
The
for
point
them
is
it's not
to-
the point.
Yeah, no,
Right.
for them, but for a person, that is the point. You get it and you pay it off every month.
Right. Imagine carrying like a $4,000 a month balance at 22%.
Bro,
interest.
4,000.
4,000 pennies.
The average American has like
16 to 20.
yeah, $16,000 to $20,000 in credit
You're
card debt.
joking.
You didn't
No.
know that?
Let me look it up so we can be sure. But yeah, I'm
yeah,
dead
it's,
serious.
it's high, dude.
Carter, put it on the screen for us, would you?
Yeah, what was the question?
What is the
Average
average
credit card
American
debt that an American carries.
It's like 16 to 20.
I bet it's yeah.
Dude, I know people
That's
with
over
like,
10.
I know a handful of people with like 10 easy.
That's nutty.
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
I
Annie-
carry like a $200 balance on mine.
Annie was telling me about a church
Oh, that's
locally.
way less than I thought.
6,500.
There you go.
That's still crazy. I don't
Annie,
think my credit card's ever been at that amount.
damn it,
No.
Carter, you missed the crazy, but it's fine.
That's actually
that's-
so crazy.
That's crazy.
There was a church that did a thing where they were like doing a full on service, and then towards the end of the service, this is in Minneapolis. I don't know which church, but they were like, all right, what we're going to do right now is like, instead of raising money for the church today, we're just going to pay off everyone's credit card debt if we can. So they were like, we have a whiteboard up here. Everyone just come up and write how much credit card debt you have right now, and we'll tally it up, and we're going to try our best to pay everything off.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude. And they had like a ton of people went up there. There's like $100,000 of credit card debt on the board. Paid it all off in one church service. Gone. Insane.
That's life changing.
Isn't that
For
crazy?
some people, for sure.
That's actually so crazy.
It's going to get bad.
That's life. I said life changing. You
I
said
said
crazy.
crazy.
Damn,
Yeah.
dude.
Another one. Damn it, Carter.
Why? You can't
You don't-
do it
you
if
don't
they're
need to-
talking
you
about
don't need
It's
to
going to
double
be
it
too
up.
much. yeah.
Carter, good job. Good job, Carter. Don't
Great-
double it
great
up.
discretion,
I did
Carter.
it every time.
Yeah, isn't that pretty wild?
It is pretty wild. You know what I'm really excited about this year? Honestly, the 3 pintail limit. Very excited.
Yeah,
I didn't even see this.
Oh yeah, they're raising the limit this year to 3 pintails.
Sick.
in
For
Minnesota.
how many we kill here?
Yeah, that's what. That's
No,
what
it's
I'm-
it's federal.
Oh, they're changing it everywhere?
Yeah,
Sweet.
federal
that will
limit.
be sweet. It won't matter in Minnesota.
Yeah,
Well,
say-
think about how many times you've been to like North Dakota, South Dakota.
It will for sure matter in Minnesota out west.
Out west, it'll matter.
I could
for
probably
sure.
see that, yeah.
Yep.
Not where we're
I
at
say
right now.
here we kill like what? 4 a year, maybe.
Maybe.
I think last year I killed
I don't know.
2. Year
Western
before
Minnesota.
I killed 5.
Western Minnesota, there's a lot more.
Yeah.
Like a lot more.
Usually
Yeah,
if the
but just
metal
around
floods,
here.
we kill a handful, but that's about it.
Yeah. Oh God, I hope it floods this year.
I
It'd be really
don't.
cool.
I fucking don't
Why?
because I'm fucking gone all year.
Well, that I guess we wouldn't be able to hunt it anyway.
Yeah, dude. No, I do not want that thing to flood. I want it to hold a year and flood like 20 days next year. That'd be perfect. Roll my days this year if we can. Hold the rain, everybody. Just roll it a year.
For the sake of all the rest of us, it'd be nice to get a little bit of rain.
But yeah, but I don't want like the 6 inches in 2 days to flood the meadow. I do not want. Because if I'm in Montana elk hunting and it floods, I would cry. I would want to come home, but I'm on an elk hunt. Like
So realistically, like if you really pushed it, how many days do you think you'd actually be able to hunt waterfowl this year? 10?
No, like probably 20 to 30. I'll
So
still get
half the
20. I'll still
season?
get 20 to 30.
Half the season?
I mean,
You're saying with traveling and stuff too?
yeah, like with travel. Because
So you might get like 10 at home.
Yeah, I might get 10 at home. Because I'm going to do 3 days in Nebraska and I'm going to do 10 days in Montana.
No Kansas.
No, I'm going to do Montana to end the season with my buddy AJ and his wife.
Yeah.
Just because this year they've been trying to lease a property where they live, and every year it's a banger, and they finally like locked it down. Like last year, like the nicest pintails I've ever seen killed in Montana, he kills on the last day every year. So I'm going to spend the last 10 days up there with them, I think. That, and it's the same time as my mountain lion hunt. So I'm going to mountain lion hunt, and then...
You're going to do it all. You're doing it all this year, bro.
I didn't really want to, but it panned out that way.
You put in for a lot of tags, though. You had to
I
know
put in a lot
it
for
could
tags.
possibly...
I put in for a lot of tags every year. I mean, you got to think, I put in for like... I should phrase that. I buy points in a lot of places.
You had to know, though, there was possibility.
Well, so like
You could end up with all
the
this.
thought was like my Montana deer tag I've already drawn, so my chances were really low. So I applied for the combo because then my chances were like 90-some%.
Yeah.
So I can guarantee a deer tag. I wanted the deer tag. I really didn't care about the elk tag. But then I have the elk tags. Now I got to do a week.
Yeah.
Just what it is.
You gotta.
Yeah. I
don't have-
am lucky. I probably will draw Colorado, but I can turn that back in and get a point.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see.
I got a question for you guys.
Shoot.
Some dude messaged me and he said, so my wife and 5-year-old daughter have expressed interest in going either duck or goose hunting with me this fall. What would you say is the best case setup, A-frame or panel blind? I was originally thinking layout for goose, but I just don't think that would work with my girls.
I would
like
personally...
get your wife and your daughter out for the first time. What's like the best case experience that you could give them?
I mean,
If it's more... I mean, when you're bringing out your wife and daughter, like, it can't be just...
You want them to be comfortable.
That's right.
Warm.
I mean, either one of those, A-frame or a panel, depending on where you're setting either center field or edge, would be perfect. Put a heater in there, some nice comfy chairs, like make it an actual, like an afternoon enjoyable hunt.
They both work. I would say, since you're only going to be 3 people, panel blind might be a little bit more...
Roomy.
Maybe not so much roomy even, I guess, just more like it's going to be easier for you to carry it in and out and set it up wherever you want.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably say panel. What would you say?
I'd say A-frame just because you have like more of a structure. Panel blind can blow over and whatever, and you end up kind of getting squished together.
Well, now we got questions. Does he have the stabilizer arms?
Does he have the
stabilizer arms? Does
Probably
he have
not.
two panels?
I'd say most people don't have stabilizers.
We got to message this guy and ask more questions. He needs more gear.
Yeah,
definitely.
Gear guy says you need more gear.
Gear
Go
guy
figure.
says-
Go figure.
This, I will say, the stabilizer arms make a huge difference on the panel blinds. The only thing I don't love about them is they do close in kind of tight at the top. Like when you're using the stabilizer arms, they don't offer you the option of opening them up a little bit more like you do when you're just using the panels. But
Are you talking about the things that are sold separately?
Yeah.
Yeah, those things that go on the ground and then
you can open them at the top.
What do you mean? They're
adjustable.
flare out?
Yeah. You can adjust them.
Mine
yeah.
aren't.
I have never
there's like
seen them.
3 or 4 pin settings. They go like this, or you can open them more.
I
guess I only used them once. I didn't look that close, but
Yeah.
maybe I didn't remember there being a pin setting.
Yeah.
I'll have to
You
look at
can.
that a little
There's
bit
a pin
more.
at the bottom, so you can extend them further out or not.
Yeah, I seen that.
And then there's the pin that changes the pitch.
I missed that, I guess.
Oh. Yeah. Obviously, the one that's tighter is better for hiding.
Well, I have the tops though, so mine came already pretty open, but I have the tops, at least one set of tops for the back.
The flip tops.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I just put them in the back, so then you can still go out the front.
Yeah.
They do help a lot though.
Oh yeah,
The
with
tops
wind
really
and everything
cover you
else.
up a lot.
I like the tops a lot after getting them this year. Big fan.
They're
kind of
a
a
little
bitch
bit
to brush.
They are pitched. That is true. They are pitched to brush. Mine were like half-ass pre-brushed when I got them though. I bought them used.
Yeah.
And then he had like half that like fake raffia grass all over it. So then it gives you at least a base.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey Gav, what do you feel like is the most innovative thing in our time of hunting since like you started hunting? Like you could say Mojo, but that was before your time.
Since I started hunting?
Yeah. Like what was one piece of gear that like truly changed your life in hunting where you're like, wow, my life is so much fucking better?
I was to ponder that one.
Yeah.
There's a couple that come to mind, but like
Today, Junior.
Damn.
Damn.
He really is on.
Wow.
He really is on that Adam Sandler.
You
Oh, yeah.
fucking closet boy. Oh,
This guy
Dude.
watched like 2 Adam Sandler movies. He's like, I think I really like Adam Sandler.
yeah, dude. Adam Sandler was funny before you were fucking born.
That is very true.
Yeah.
True.
God, that's a tough one.
What about you, Cal? Anything come to your mind?
Yeah, I'm thinking hard about it.
I'm gonna say heated insoles.
Really?
Yeah, because honestly, I remember like freezing my fucking ass off hunting, and then when heated insoles came out, my dad bought me a pair for Christmas, and literally like changed the game of all hunting that I do.
Mm.
And now like I have them in waders, I have them in everything. I would say that's one. If you're picking generation, because like hard part is like, yeah, Mojo came out when we were like young, but they were pretty shitty.
No, like you started hunting, and then all of a sudden a new product came out, and you're like, oh my god.
Remotes for Mojos weren't a thing when I started. It's like that's one.
Shit was pretty lit.
Yeah, because like my uncle used to run 8 Mojos on either side of the spread when we would go to North Dakota.
Go turn that bitch off.
No, they were fucking ran with like a 40-foot cord, and you had the switch. You had a dead man switch in your blind, so you'd hunt 3 people or how many ever, and whoever's on the end, he'd be like, turn them off, turn it on, and you'd have to click it on and off. And it was like handy, but like you want to talk about that shit bounce around the trailer all year, then you get back. Like every year we had to maintenance
electrical
that.
failures.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
year we had to maintenance that shit.
Yeah.
So maybe, yeah, either remotes or heated insoles is my answer for that.
Okay.
I don't have one right now. Like I legit.
My one for sure, because I've just done so much like water hunting, is back in the day, you'd have your neoprenes, right? And it was so hard.
This is a good one.
This
It
is
was
a good
so
one.
hard to get in and out of your fucking waders. And you used to have those straps that you go like this with your jeans
Yep.
or your sweatpants.
The gator.
Or you'd have your socks go in over, but the neoprenes would just shred them. And if you stepped out of your boot because you're in dog shit mud, goose shit bottom mud, then you're just raking your ankles all day.
Yep.
So the day that the wader pant came out, where it's gauntleted or like
Has it strapped?
The
has
stirrup.
the strap, thank you.
Stirrup.
The stirrup
Love that.
underneath your foot. Oh my God. Life-changing
Yeah,
for
say
me.
that is life changing.
And they were warm too.
I wear them fuckers everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah, like I have.
They're
I wear
like
them under my
sweatpants.
bibs.
Oh yeah, I have a
Yeah.
solid pair that I wear all winter long. If I'm
Yeah.
like, watch the game, put those on.
Comfy.
Like I'm chilling.
So comfy.
Oh yeah.
Either that, the other like another good one would be like new style ammo, because steel used to suck, and now like you have TSS, you've
Mhm.
got bismuth,
Mm-hmm.
tungsten, like all of that's had huge advancements.
Yeah, it's giving
'Cause
me
I
a lot
remember-
more confidence these days.
Oh yeah, because I remember like the first tungsten stuff was heavy shot and it had the canvas back and the blue or the purple and blue box, and for 10 it was like $68.
Yeah.
Now you can get any number of brands for much cheaper and much more reliable.
Yeah.
But
Not for too much longer with
yeah,
them
we'll
tariffs.
we'll find out with them tariffs, and tariffs can put some hurting on some people.
Tariffs are gonna fuck some shit up.
Oh, dude, tariffs are gonna fuck some shit up. But those
Dude,
wild
think
is
about
like,
all these waterfowl companies that get their shit from overseas.
Everyone?
Every single
Everybody?
one that is going to get passed down to us, and no one's going to buy shit this next year.
well,
How
I'm
long,
just
realistically,
thinking
do you
about
think these tariffs are going to go on?
I mean, forever.
I don't know. What?
shit? You think
serious?
you think he lifts them?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
I think you're crazy if you think.
No,
he
I
lifts them.
think. I mean, we're just getting political, which I don't really want to.
Yeah, I
do.
don't
No,
wanna do
it,
either.
it directly affects what we're talking about.
Well, it
but-
directly affects everything.
Yeah.
So
I agree with you. I don't think we need to get political by any means. I think those
It's
tariffs
not
don't
political,
lift.
yeah.
It is.
They were paused already.
not the Chinese ones.
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean,
Chinese have only gone up.
yeah, I think that the problem is the disparity in the tariffs, and so I think the point of the tariffs now on our end
It's
is
equal.
to equal things out where they haven't been for so long.
Right.
So I don't know why we would lift them unless they want to lift their tariffs on us.
Right. So that's what's happened with a lot of other countries. Right. We hit them with reciprocal tariffs. And then all of them were like, let's make a deal. It was like 50 countries in the first 3 days. So now Israel went down to 0. Taiwan went down to 0.
Are you 100% positive that you're telling
Help me out here,
everything's right? I mean, I'm just saying we're getting political, and I don't think we need to.
Yeah. Like I know for Israel, they tariffed us at 39%, and we tariffed them at the same, and now we're dropping to like 17
So we're still not
across the
lifting.
board.
We're still not lifting it. Then we're just
No, but
adjusting it.
now we have a 17% tariff on them.
Yeah, but I'm saying so we're just adjusting it to be fair across the board.
Sure, but a lot of people have whatever. A lot of people have dropped their tariffs.
Yeah, either way.
Right.
No, it will be interesting to see like what companies have to shut down because of like plastics being restricted now and like bismuth being restricted because that all comes out of China. All that is going to be real interesting to see how things play.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a sub gauge, you better buy your ammo now before it runs out.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah,
3
it's
cases
shitty.
now, so I'm set.
Go get some Migra.
Mm-hmm.
Does
Which,
Migra
by
make
the way-
28 now?
Were they working on that for this year?
I say I think they were working on it. I'd
Yeah,
heard
I
through the
don't know.
grapevine.
I don't know if they actually have 20.
They came out with a stacked steel 28.
They put it on their
Oof.
Instagram story that they're testing it.
Yeah.
If they
I
have
know they were testing it.
a stacked 2x4 or 3x5 28 steel,
Right.
Oof.
Nasty.
Oof.
Mm.
Oof.
That'd
Nasty.
be nutty.
I would be all in.
Yeah.
Cases.
Right.
Do you want to do say what?
Yeah, let's
And wrap
just say
this thing
what.
up? Carter, let's do 3. Let's do 3 say whats, Carter.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry guys. This week we had to go a little short because we were just getting the studio its last little ding dongs.
Getting set up. Say what is brought to you by Sound Gear, and you can use our discount code on Sound Gear. You can use code Flyways for 20% off your custom Phantoms, and you can use code MWF125 for $125 off your instant fits.
Seriously, guys, you can use our discount code of
That is
MWF 125.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, so do go use it, actually, though. I know I sound a little nasally today. It's my bad. Carter, you got to say what's?
Sure do.
All right, let's do them.
You ready?
Yeah.
An abandoned study of
You
red.
listening, Joey?
Yes, I can listen and laugh at the same time.
In a banding study of redheads, researchers found that the amount of gray feathers on a hen's head provide an accurate prediction of age. Some hens had so many gray feathers, their heads looked white.
Can you say it again?
In a banding study of redheads, researchers found that the amount of gray feathers on a hen's head provides an accurate prediction of age. Some hens had so many gray feathers, their heads were white.
False.
False. Be different, Cal.
True.
True.
Fuck.
Let's go.
Hey man, you went like 0 for 7 last week.
I did,
Quiet.
yeah. I'm about to redeem it. I don't think Joey can catch me anyway.
Are you up big?
I was up big.
Yeah,
I
after
don't know
last
what-
week.
I guess I don't know
After
what the
last week.
percentages are right now. We're gonna have to wait and see at the end of this one. Carter, you got the next one?
Sure do.
All right.
The only species of wild duck that has been domesticated by humans is a mallard.
What's considered domestication?
That was my question.
Can you read me the definition of domestication?
I can. Yep.
Well, because like, is a bird pen with multiple birds considered domestication, or do you have to like change
The process of taming an animal and keeping it as a pet on a farm.
Okay.
False.
Say
so
it
it's
again.
ducks specifically?
The only species of wild duck that has been domesticated by humans is a mallard.
False.
I'm gonna say true.
I'm going to go false.
It is false. The only other one is a Muscovy duck.
Oh damn! I thought it was gonna be way more than that. Interesting. Damn. Cal, you're 1 for 2. Tied.
All of you
Is
are
a
1 for 2.
Muscovy a wild duck?
It was.
It was.
It's just not anymore.
Not anymore.
That's confusing.
Those things are freaking
I think
ginormous.
I think it might be in certain parts. Of the
That's
world.
confusing.
Well, it's still wild?
Yeah, I think
For
it's-
sure.
I think I meant
Yeah.
in certain parts of the world. I think it still is.
Yeah. They're gross.
Yeah, very ugly.
They're disgusting.
Just looks like a farm duck.
Killed one time.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I thought I killed a masked duck from Mexico. Turns out it was just someone's pet. But I did get permission on the pond, and I was like, "Hey, can I go shoot those?" And he's like, "Yeah, I don't give a shit."
It was his ducks.
I don't know.
Like, did
No.
you jump them?
It was someone else's ducks.
Did you jump them?
We jumped some hooded mergansers, and then these ducks flew over from the other side of the pond right into us, and we destroyed them.
They thought you were giving them bread.
Probably. It was awesome.
Yikes.
You were feeding them.
big yikes.
Dude, that was like
Something
13
else.
years ago. So
So
long
you would have
ago.
been like 19.
Yeah.
So you were like a grown adult.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't
Should have
matter.
known better.
I don't care.
Joey was not a grown adult at 19, by the way. I just want to say that.
Thanks,
What?
bud.
You were.
I appreciate that. That's really nice. Next.
Next,
Next.
Yep.
We can't pick on the birthday boy.
That's true.
Joey, you want a
My
little
bad.
history for your birthday?
Sure.
Lead shot for waterfowl hunting was banned in 1993 by Al Gore.
False.
93 sounds right. But was it Al Gore? False. I'm going to stick with my F.
I'm going to say true.
It is false. It was 91 by George W.
Oh, I'm in
Damn
bad
it.
shape, dude.
Dude.
I'm in bad
You
shape.
talked a lot of shit
That's
after
it.
getting
You
one
talked a
right.
lot.
I did.
Shit for
I did.
getting one right.
I got one right. It's really bad. Carter, can you tell us the percentages?
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me a second.
Okay, that's fine. We can do
Put it
that.
up on the board.
Is this the
Yeah,
board
I'll
where
try.
we can put things up where I can like point? And he'll put it up there.
Yeah.
Like
He'll do
Closet
whatever you
Boy.
want.
You can try, yeah.
Harry Potter. Put it up there.
I'm busy.
You can try to get it up there. It might take a minute. It might take a second for sure.
Hmm.
He's still figuring out the controls of
He doesn't have the buttons down yet.
I'm trying to do the percentages right now.
right.
He designed the buttons.
He's got to add the percentages and then he'll display them for us.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But-
I have all night. It's fine.
Okay, sounds good. That's great. It might take all night at this rate for sure.
These are not
So-
easy, though. These are not
No,
easy
they're
questions.
hard.
Some of them are really fucking hard. He had a couple last week where I was like, damn.
Yeah, Carter's getting wild with these.
Yeah, no. He's
Honestly,
he's very
I'm-
good at these.
I'm really shocked that there's not been more ducks domesticated.
Yeah. I
Or the
mean,
definition
I'm kind of annoyed that the
domesticated.
only
every
ever
time that I
was on
try to
this
say
coffee.
that I know there's other ducks that have been, or like this
Carter, you got that
example,
button?
he's like, oh, it's from Ducks Unlimited. From Ducks Unlimited. So we know that you're wrong, Jeff. It's like, is that like the conspiracy button?
Thank
Oh.
you, Jesus, for that.
That's too good.
That's the
Thank
conspiracy
you.
button?
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, that's
Thank
funny.
you so much for that.
Percentages are up on the TV.
Damn,
All
I'm in
right.
second place. Wait, do you have a running tally on me?
Yep.
Why?
Because you've been here for 17 questions.
Oh, I
Why
didn't even
not-
know
why
that.
not keep
Yeah,
score?
fair. Damn, I'm only 2% behind Cal after you dropped
Next.
the ball last week.
So people
Yeah.
that aren't watching, well, you can't
Yeah.
even see if
And
you're
that's
That
watching.
ain't even that bad.
Joey's
you
at-
dropped like 5 last week.
Joey's at 53%, Cal's at 61, and Gavin is at 59.
Damn, Cal's gonna be like 2%. Fuck.
Mm-hmm. You'll have to come back and do a couple more. You'll get me.
I mean, I probably can come back.
Yeah.
I suppose I could come back since I'm
Yeah.
here every Wednesday.
I had a
anyways.
bad run. I had a bad run.
You had a bad run. You've really picked it up, though.
I do remember you went on a stint there.
I think at one point
Where it
Joey
was
was under
rough.
50%.
No.
You
I
never
was at like
crossed over?
51. Yeah.
Yeah, you were at
Oh my
like
gosh.
51.
Damn.
I remember being very ashamed.
Isn't he at 51 right now?
53.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate it. Sorry for the short episode this week, but we'll be back next week with a longer episode again, and we are done for the most part with our studio. So we'll see you next week. Gavin, hey, one more thing.